Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to my subscriber lesson. It's Wednesday morning, and our local time is 6:32 a.m. I'm quite a bit cold, guys, but yet I'll be, better soon because I'm taking medication. So today's topic is IELTS speaking writing session. If there are students, then I can discuss. Otherwise, I will discuss letter F sounds. So carry on watching, guys. So letter F. Letter F is unvoiced, which means the vocal cords do not vibrate during its production and is counterpart to the voiced V sound. So F, V. They're almost same, but be careful. F is unvoiced, while letter V is voiced. And to create the letter F sound, the jaw is held nearly closed. F, exactly. So we're going to show some video how it can be pronounced correctly. Okay. So the F sound can be spelled in 4 different ways: F, double F, PH, F, and sometimes GH. Practice these 2 sounds side by side. So these are some words. As you can see that there are so full, lift, grab, tough. I'm trying to find it more examples. Okay, if you just bear a minute, please. And also, letter F is a fricative sound. So there are 9 fricative sounds in the English language: V sound, F sound, voiced TH sound, unvoiced TH sound, Z sound, S sound, GH sound, SH sound, and A sound. So if you have a look carefully, you'll be able to understand that. So these are fricative sounds, and I'm going to explain what is a fricative sound. So give me one quick second. So from the name, you can see the word fricative means friction. So fricative in phonetics, consonant sounds such as in English F or V, produced by bringing the mouth into position to block the passage of airstream, but not making complete closure, so that air moving through the mouth generates audible friction. So fricative sounds are those sounds when we create the friction. So F, we're closing the mouth and the air is passing out. V similarly. Alright, and the voiceless F sound produced by stopping and releasing air between the bottom lip and the front side of the top teeth. The sound can be found in English words such as friend, for, love, after, life, phone, and stuff. So, sorry. So the words like for and wife, uh, there is voiceless F sound. Okay, I believe that if we watch a audio or video, would be great. It should be like there. So sorry, I didn't realize that my video cam was blocked. Okay, you can see me now. So let's go on from the beginning. The F sound is unvoiced. The vocal cords don't vibrate during its production. Is the counterpart of the voiced V sound. To create the F, the jaw is held nearly closed, and we let the air pass out from our mouth. There are 9 fricative sounds in the English language, like V, F sound, voiced DA sound, unvoiced DA sound, Z sound, S sound, jet, H sound, SH sound, and H sound. If you remember, it can be pronounced both H or H, both are correct. So there is no difference at all. Fricative in phonetics, a consonant sound such as English F or V, produced by bringing the mouth into position to block the passage of the airstream, but not making complete closure, so that air moving through the mouth generates audible friction. That's it's called fricative. The voiceless F sound, symbol F, is produced by stopping and releasing air between the bottom lip and the front side of the top teeth. So it is F. You can see that F. The sound can be found in English words such as friend, for, laugh, after, life, phone, stuff. And the F sound can be spelled in 4 different ways. Basically, it's 5. It should be F, double F, PH, and sometimes GH. Basically, it should be 5, not 4. And V. So practice these 2 sounds side by side. Can you see now? Fall, leafed, graph, tough, and most commonly pronounce this preposition. People pronounce always off. It is not off, guys. It's ob. Remember, ov is always ob. So be careful about pronouncing this preposition ob. Now, as you might be aware, there is always difference between the British IPA and the American IPA. Because British English is non-rhotic, we do not pronounce R, whereas Americans pronounce R. We have to be careful. Like this word, full in British IPA, but in American IPA it is fur. Fur, you see, they have to pronounce the R. That is there. So the IPA says. So next word is lift. Lift could be verb or it could be a noun. I'll be back in a moment, guys. So our next word is graph. Graph, okay. Oh, see the difference between graph. In British IPA, it is graph, but Americans say it graph. But in Britain, they also say graph as well, but that's very rare case. Most of the times we say graph, R sound, rather than A sound. So we say graph and they say graph. Then TOUGH. Tough. So it is tough. Remember, it is not tough, it is tough. We're stressing on GH. Tough. As in the British IPA, US IPA, they are same. Let's just listen to the sound one more time. Tough.
Tough. Tough. Of.
Um, and the last word sound is, so there are weaker sound and stronger sound in this case. Ob or ab. Let's just listen to the British first.
Of.
Of. And American?
Of.
Of. So we are stressing on V of. Okay. Parts of speech. I'm the member of this team. Oh, they're the players of the cricket team. Or you can say, some people would like to be the part of a football club, football fan club, for example. You know, so these are the basic words. Let me see if there is a tongue twister or not. Um, Let me find it. There are some other words. We have already practiced 4. Staff, phone. How about STAFF? Let us change it to different font. So it's wife, knife, life, family, stuff. Oh, we have to distinguish and differentiate these two sound, guys. STUFF and STAFF. Do they sound same? Let's find out. Phone, graph, love. We already know graph. Enough. How about cuff? Bluff. So let us go STUFF.
Stuff.
Staff. So in British IPA, staff. American?
Stuff.
Staff. Staff and stuff. And then It looks like they're similar kind of IPA. However, let me copy and paste from the Cambridge Dictionary, guys, so that we are clear about that. So this is the staff. As you can see, in the US, there's a staff. In the British English, we say staff.
Staff.
And American says
Staff.
staff. So always be careful when you're pronouncing this. Vowel sounds. R becomes A in US IPA. So the next one would be STFF.
Staff. Staff.
Okay, for this stuff, they are same for the British and American IPA. That is the amazing part. So be careful, guys. So um so it is staff, and what it means substance, especially when you don't know or exactly what it is. So there is sticky stuff all over the chair. What's that black stuff? Okay, that's just a question. And staff, you can see longer sound, and staff. That's pretty interesting. Okay. I'm trying to bring some, tongue twisters, which will help developing the sound. Okay, the next one is a freaky Fred found 50 feet of fruit. "55 feet of fruit and fed 40 feet and fed 40 feet to his friend and fed. Okay, let me write it. And 40 feet to his friend Frank. How many feet of fruit? How many feet of fruit? did Freaky Fred find? Okay, this is the second tongue twister. Okay, next one is a flying fox has a friendlish face. Has a friendlish face, no feathers, frills, or fat. No feather, no feathers, frills, or fat. It feeds on fruit and flowers. And in fact, it's a bat. And in fact, it's a bat. Okay, next one. On the fifth date of the fifth month, I find thrills in finding things. Okay, these are the common tongue twisters on F. Let me make it a little bit bigger so that it can be understood and read well. So, four furious friends fought for the phone. Okay, the next one. Five frantic frogs fled from 50 fires fishes. Fresh French fried 50 fritters. If Freaky Fred found 55 feet of fruit and fed 40 feet to his friend Frank, comma, how many feet of fruit did Freaky Fred find? Sorry, guys. So, a flying fox has friendish face, no feathers, frills, or fat. It feeds on fruits and flowers, and in fact, it's a bat. On the fifth day of the fifth month, I find thrills in finding things. Okay, let us listen to some of the other amazing sounds. A letter F. Welcome once again, guys. So these are F sound.
Fish. 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 Fish.
So fish, f, sh, ish. Follow this pattern, guys. Next one is frog.
Frog. R A G. R A G. R A G. Frog.
Frog. Next one is bonfire.
Bonfire. B O N I B O N I B O N I bonfire.
Bonfire. Leaf.
Leaf. L E F. L E F. L E F. Leaf.
Leaf. Remember, this is the most mistakenly pronounced sound. We say most of the times off, but dear viewers, it is not off, it is ob.
Of. O. 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 Of.
So those are the sounds of letter F today, guys. Let me see if we can find out a little bit more about the F sound. And if you remember, V is also another fricative sounds, and very often our learners are confused, pronouncing them together. So we're going to practice some F and B sounds together. Okay. So let's find out some more words. Oops. Sorry. Okay. I remember that this is American spelling. In British spelling, it should be you are. Similarly, F-O, B-O, you are. B-O, you are. Favorite, favor, flavor. Then forgave, lifesaver, leftover. Oh, forgive has been written twice. Okay. Okay, guys. So my subscribers have sent me a message that no one is available to attain. So I'll continue 2 more minutes. Then I'll be finishing this lesson. Remember that, guys. Because English is in the cases for our second or third language, we need to learn it properly. We need to know the accurate sounds, and the most and amazing way to know it to get it lessons from a qualified and competent teachers. Remember that you know if you can't pronounce a word correctly in most of the cases, your listeners would be confused to understand. Which is why it's better for us to know the basic IPA in both the British or the American, whichever you're after. Remember that it is your choice which one you like to follow. And also, I never ever suggest anyone to develop their accent rather than develop or create your own way of learning pronunciation. And honestly, guys, pronunciation is the hardest part of English language, and it should come at the end. So, what should we learn when we're learning English? Remember, guys, we should be fluent. That should be our primary focus. Secondly, we should have the ability to create sentences correctly using correct vocabulary, correct words. It could be synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, phrasal verbs, root verbs, idioms, and phrases. And also, we should be able to explain ourselves by using appropriate words and sentences. And the next part would be finding a speaking partner, whether it could be teacher or a student, it doesn't matter as long as you practice with someone else, because practice is the key word or major word. Remember that practice makes you better, practice gives you progress, practice builds your confidence, practice always motivates you. When you practice, you'll feel that you're learning something. Just picture it. If you learn 1% every day, after 100 days, you'll be learning 100%. Just imagine. But do you do that? Can we learn 1%? Sometimes we don't. Sometimes even we don't practice at all. Days after days, maybe weeks after weeks, maybe months after months, we do not practice. But we think that we should learn it overnight. Don't think that, guys, dear viewers. It's not like a pill, magic pill. You swallow it and next morning you started speaking English. No, it doesn't work that way. It's like if you go to gym and take exercise and you'll feel the result after few months. Similarly, when you start learning English, practicing with someone who is expert, definitely it will have positive impact on your learning. Your learning curve would be going up. Okay, remember that it is once again a vital factor for you to practice. Focus, plan, practice, and if you know your weaker sides, practice those things first, because some people are good at writing, they're not good at speaking. Develop speaking. Some people are good at reading, writing, even listening, not speaking. Develop it. Some people are not good at listening. Develop it. Some people are not good at reading because they don't want to read. Remember, guys, the best way to develop your idea by reading a lot, different kinds of topics you can read every day. And when you're reading, you'll find vocabs, grammar structure, and how they're used. And also, you'll find many amazing characters of English grammar. You'll find metaphor, you'll find similes, you'll find, sorry, conditionals, excuse me, and a lot of other things. Thank you very much, guys. That's all for today.